Hello, I am Smriti Rakasen. I am from Nitya Meenakshi Institute of Technology. I would like to discuss about biomass. Biomass is a renewable energy resource. It is one of the best suited alternate energy to battle fuel crisis and emission control. By definition, biomass is any organic material derived from plant and animal sources directly or indirectly. Biomass is one of the important way towards waste management also. The main process responsible for the creation of energy from biomass is the photosynthesis, and for which sun is the prime factor for the existence of biomass. Now, let us discuss the different resources of biomass. So, basically, there are three resources: energy crops, natural vegetable growth, organic waste, and residues. Again, organic waste and residues can be classified into forest residue, agricultural crop residues, animal waste, urban waste, industrial waste, food processing industries. Again, the urban waste can be classified into municipal solid waste and the sewage liquid waste. Now let us discuss the different technology in which the energy can be released from the biomass. The first one is physical method, in which the biomass is in the form of wood which is burned to give heat and light. The second method is direct combustion or incineration, where the dry organic waste will be burnt directly. The third one is thermochemical method, which includes pyrolysis and gasification, in which the biomass is burnt in the absence of limited supply of air. The fourth one is biochemical method, which includes anaerobic digestion and fermentation, in which the biomass is decomposed to get the byproduct. And lastly, the biodiesel production, which which is obtained by transterification process. My topic of concentration is now is the last process, which is the biodiesel production by transterification action. Now let us understand what do you mean by transterification. Transterification is the process of breaking down of long chain of esters into small alcohol compound. It happens in two stages. The raw material will be first treated with acid to give away free fatty acids with methanol as catalyst, and then it will be treated with base to give away crude biodiesel and glycerin as byproduct. The common acid and base used are hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, sodium hydroxide, and potassium hydroxide. Now, I would like to discuss about unique raw material which is used for biodiesel production, that is milk dairy waste water scum. Now, what is scum and how is it obtained? The scum is a waste product obtained from the water of the milk dairy which contains fat. It is a frothy layer of fat obtained from the effluent treatment plant or ETP of the dairy. The waste water is drained to the manholes after the cleaning process of milk silos and other containers. So this particular slide you can just find out the different steps by which the we can get the extract or the waste from which we can obtain our biodiesel. You can see in this in the picture one, scum looks like we can see how the scum looks like in picture one. So the second picture shows the manual removal of unwanted waste particles. The third one is heating of scum above 100 degrees centigrade so that water content vaporizes. The fourth one is the the already heated scum. Then Next one is the scum after the straining. Whatever you are getting, your that is being reserved in a beaker, collected in a beaker. The sixth one is the scum before, and the picture shows the comparison, the scum before and after the straining and filtration. This is the experimental setup for transcription. It consists of a magnetic stirrer, a round bottom flask, a condenser, and a methanol recovery system. Let us discuss about the first stage of the process, that is acid catalyzed esterification. In this process, concentrated acid is added to the raw material. Um, Concentrated acid is added to the raw material and placed on the setup for 45 minutes. Then it is poured into a settling flask. After some time, the free fatty acid separated out. We can observe two layers formed in picture 3, and the top layer is the the free fatty acid layers. In this process, we now treat the raw material from the acid esterification, which is free from fatty acids, with a base, and it is placed on the setter for 45 minutes to heat and get stir. Later, the mixture is poured into a settling flask and the glycerin separates out. Thus, we get crude biodiesel. The bottom dark layer is the glycerin, and the rest is crude biodiesel. The crude biodiesel needs to be water washed 3 to 4 times so that no catalyst remains in it, and it will be then heated above 100 degrees centigrade to be free from moisture content. In this picture, we can see the stages of transcription of the dairy was water scum into neat biodiesel. Thus, we obtained biodiesel from the milk scum dairy, from the milk scum which is obtained from the dairy. So, in this picture, we can just see the different stages of the transcription process, where we started with the scum of the milk, then we have done transcription, filtration, then all the treatment, then finally we have obtained the biodiesel. The obtained biodiesel can now be blended with diesel and can be tested on IC engine. So this is another picture in which we can just see the different phases of scum, then the combination of glycerin and biodiesel, or the biodiesel not in the filter form, and this is the completely filtered form of biodiesel. This slide includes what are the cost that is involved in the process, like scum cost 5 rupees, then the fat cost 7 rupees, methanol is 29.4 rupees, sodium hydroxide, sulfuric acid. So this is just the division of the different cost which we have contributed to our to manufacture 1 liter of biodiesel, which is coming out to be 42 rupees 5 paisa, which is less than the diesel which we are getting outside. Thank you.